Good morning, children. Start our science class. Okay, let's start our science class. Till now, adaptation in animals, number of topics we learned. Today, all those topics once we will revise. Once we will revise about only half of the part only we completed till now. In the adaptation in animals. All that it means surroundings we see, we find out number of animals. Those animals are live in the different areas, different places, different landforms. Different landforms. So, how those animals live in the different landforms? What are the body features? Till now, all those animals, only the body features only we discussed in all the previous videos. What are the body features? Which animals we learned till now? That everything we will discuss today. Okay, ma'am? All these topics are completed in the previous videos. Just once we revise. Okay? So, adaptation, the body features of the animals, the features of the body animals. Next, these are all the body features. Body features. We will discuss today about the body features of these animals. Survive, adapt, how they adapt with the help of the body. They live in the different habitats. What topics we discussed? Yes. What are those? Some animals live on the land. Some animals live on the land. Those animals only known as terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals. So, animals lives on the land. Animals live on the land. Those animals are known as terrestrial animals. Already many classes we revised this one. And on the land also, different landforms we observe. Different landforms we observe. What are those? On the terrestrial, again we discussed that animals living in the deserts. Animals living in the deserts. Animals living in mountains. And the next one, animals living in polar regions. Living in polar regions. These three topics we discussed on the land. Those only the terrestrial animals. What are those? Different landforms like deserts, mountains, polar regions. And next one, this is on the land. And land is covered with water. So, opposite the land after water. Animals live on the land. Animals live in the water. Those animals are known as what animals, children? Aquatic animals. Aquatic animals. Aquatic animals. What are the aquatic animals? Live in the water. Animals that live in the water, those animals are known as aquatic animals. And next one more topic we learn. What are those? On the land and in the water. So what is another form? animals that live both the places. Animals that live both the places. That only amphibians. Amphibians. Amphibian animals means animals live in the water and on the land. On the land. Those animals are amphibians. So, over, land over, water over, and both the animals on the land and in the water. And still, where is the place to live the animals? Yes, in the air. In the air. Animals spend much time in the air. Those animals are aerial animals. What animals, children? Aerial animals. Where they spend much time? Spend much time in the air. In the air. Those animals are aerial animals. And one more features, one more habitat also we learn. That only the, still what is it? Land over, water over, both the animals also over and in the air also over. Still where is the place? Yes, last class we discussed about that animals spend much time on the trees. On the trees. Those animals are known as armorial animals. Armorial animals. Spend time on the trees. On the trees. So, till now in our third lesson, adaptation in animals, according to the body features, animals are living in the different habitats. Different habitats. What are the habitats? Means terrestrial animals, aquatic animals, amphibians, aerial animals, arboreal animals. All these are all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 types of habitats we discussed in the previous classes. Once we revise all this. Okay, terrestrial animals. What are the terrestrial animals? Animals live on the land. Animals that live on the land, those animals are the terrestrial animals. Land is not the same in all the places. Those are various from place to place. Some places are deserts, very hot. Some places are cool, mountains. Some places are very cool, like a polar regions. In that different climatic conditions, in that different places, animals can survive with the special body features. With the help of special body features. What are the special body features? These animals live on the land. Terrestrial animals only. Once first, animals living in deserts. In the deserts, which animals we can see? Yes, camel. Camel we can see regularly on the deserts. Because of camel had a special body features. What are those? They have a long legs to protect the heat of the sand. That is one feature. And their feet had a wide feet. wide feet. With the help of the legs and with the help of the wide feet, these camel walk and run easily in the sand. That is one feature. And this body had a very hard skin, protect from the hot sun. Hot sun. That is one feature, body feature. And these camel had a special eyelids, eyelashes, and the nostrils, double layer of nostrils. These nostrils and the eyelids and eyelashes protect this camel from the sand dunes, sandstorms. So if suddenly storms only happens, the sand only flows. So by protecting of the sand, these had a special eyelashes and the eyelids and the nostrils. Do not enter the sand in their eyes and the nose. That is the special body feature. And camel store its fatty food on its hump. Its back had a camel body. Back had one of the hump on its back. That body feature, it stored the hump only stored the fatty food. Because of that fatty food, camel cannot get any food in some days. It can collect from that place. So all those body features are suitable. Camel live in the very hot place, desert. Next one, animals living in mountains. These animals' body had a filled with fur, long fur. So that fur and a long legs, strong legs to run and climb easily the rocks. Climb easily the rocks. So these are the special body features of these animals to live in the mountains. And next, animals are living in the polar regions. That polar regions are very cool, continuously falling the snow. In the winter season, it gets 2 more. So that much of cool places, polar bear easily to survive. Why? Because these animals had a thick coat of fur. Thick coat of fur covered their body to protect from the cold. That is one body feature. And these animals had a fat stored under its skin. That is only the blubber. That is only the blubber. Which animal? Polar bear. Polar bear. So this fat filled blubber gives these animals keeps it warm. So and these body features, it can swim easily in the water. It can catch this polar bear has a good swimmer. Because of it had a stiff hair on its feet and legs. So because of the stiff hair, these polar bear easily to run and walk in the slippery ice, and it is easily to swim in the water also. In the summer season, the ice only melts, it becomes a water. That it swim in the water, it catches the water animals like seals, it can eat. These are the special body features of these animals to live in these cold places, very cold places and very hot places on the land. Those animals only the terrestrial animals. Those animals only the terrestrial animals. Okay, children? Next, one more topic we learn about aquatic animals. Animals that live in the water. Much time they continuously they live entire life in the water. Those animals are known as aquatic animals. What are the examples of the aquatic animals? Yes, fish, crab, prawns, starfish, dolphin, whales. All those aquatic animals. So, what are the special body features of these aquatic animals to live in the water? What are those? It means aquatic animals have a special body features like this. It means they have a fins to swim easily in the water. They have fins easily to swim in the water, and the shape of the body, streamlined body, swim easily in the water, and this streamlined body and the fins easily to swim in the water. And here the shape of the body, front pointed shape of the body, streamlined body, and fins are suitable these aquatic animals to swim easily in the water, and the tail show the direction, and this body had fully covered with scales. This body had fully covered with scale because of protecting from the water. Protecting from the had scales to protect these amphibians, these aquatic animals to the skin. So and it mainly it had what are those breathing organs? Had gills. Gills had a breathing organs. Gills takes the oxygen dissolved from the water, and it's throughout the carbon dioxide from the fish, from its body. So all these features are suitable these aquatic animals to live in the water. That is one we discussed in the last class. And next one, amphibian. In the aquatic animals, only the two animals. What are those? Whale and dolphin. Those two do not have a gills. They have lungs. They comes out of the water, and it takes oxygen from the atmosphere. It takes oxygen from the atmosphere with the help of blowhole, and it do its breathing with the help of lungs. These are aquatic. Those two animals only water mammals. Those two are the water mammals. Remaining all are the had a gills to breathe. This is about aquatic animals. Next one, amphibians. What are the amphibians? Animals that live in the water and on the land. And on the land, both the places it can live. How it can live? It means the body is short. What are the examples of the amphibians? Yes, frog. Regularly we see frog, toad, newts, salamander. All these are the examples of amphibians. All these are the examples of amphibians. So we know very well about frog. We discussed frog only. So how is that frog? Frog had a short body and a long eyes, very big eyes. Short body, big eyes, and they had four legs. Front two legs are the short and back two legs are the long. With the help of the long legs, it can climb easily. It can jump easily on the land. That is one of the feature. And these amphibians, whenever these animals on the land, they breathe with the help of lungs. And that amphibian only, whenever the frog only in the water, it breathes through its moist skin. So that is the special organs. These animals live in the two places, on the land and in the water. There are more than 4,500 amphibians we can see. We can see those amphibians we can see in the meadows, and where those rivers, canals, seas, all the places we can see. That is about amphibians. Next, aerial animals. Here, land and water both over. Now, remaining place, they built their nests on the trees and the old buildings. They spend there, but they live there. They spend much time in the air. In the air. Animals that spend much time in the air, those animals are known as aerial animals. Aerial animals. What are the examples of the aerial animals? the shape of the streamlined body, boat-shaped body, support easily to fly in the air and push back the air. Push back the air. Because of that, it can easily fly in the air, and it had a wings. The front two limbs are modified as a wings. With the help of these wings, these aerial animals fly in the air easily, and not only that, this body had a air sacs and the hollow bones. Bones are filled with air. Bones are filled with air. So, in these hollow bones and the air sacs, these birds becomes a body lightweight. So, with the lightweight body, support these birds to fly easily in the air. Fly easily in the air. And that is one of the feature. And this body is covered with feathers to protect these birds and these aerial animals from the cold, heat and rain. So, all these body features are suitable. These animals fly in the air. These animals are adapted to fly in the air. And some of the birds, do you know children? Some of the birds, they are moving from very far away by searching of food and warmth. Food and warmth. And some places are very hot. Because of they cannot bear that hot, those birds are moving from one place to the another place from many miles. Many miles. They can travel. That process is, that traveling is known as a migration. What is that children? Migration. So, and if these birds migrate from a long distance for search of food and warmth. Food and warmth. That is about aerial animals. And the next one, Armorial animals. So, air over, land over, and water also over. Next one, what is there is another place? Yes, animals spend. These animals are live on the land, but these animals spend much time on the trees. These animals spend much time on the trees. So, that animals are known as arboreal animals. Arboreal animals. See, but then birds also spend some time on the trees only, no? Then birds also are arboreal animals? No, they build their nests. They stay some of the time only on the trees, but much time in the air. They spend much time in the air. So birds are aerial animals, not an arboreal if they stay on the trees. But these are not an arboreal animals because they spend much time in the air. Wherever it spend much time, those only their habitat. So, birds spend much time in the air. So, that is aerial animals. These animals are spend much time on the trees. Those animals are known as arboreal animals. What are the examples of these arboreal animals? Yes, monkeys, chimpanzees, koala, squirrel, lizards. These are the examples of arboreal animals. They have a strong legs, strong claws on its hands, and it had a long tail. It had a long tail and it had a strong muscles and strong hip. All these body features are suitable. These animals are spend much time on the trees. They hop, they swing from branch to branch, they jump from branch to branch. They lot of time spend on the trees with the help of their body. Means limbs and long strong legs, claws, hands had a claws and a long tail. All these body features are support those animals spend much time on trees. These are all the body features of these animals spend much time in these habitats. Terrestrial, aquatic, amphibians, aerial and arboreal animals. Okay children, watch all the videos carefully and learn all these topics. Okay ma? remaining topic we'll discuss in our next video.